Hello, everyone. Welcome to Sikasem Monday Bium Yasaba Monday Bium Sikasem. Your boy Patrick Befi, co-host Kwesi Kankam, Nene Ebano High Life Radio and Awuti no. Sene DBIC and every Monday Biano 7 to 9 p.m. or high Sikasem Juma. My boy. Utu ikakra afeno haba because you welcome.
Thank you for everything. Thank you.
Be a ko eboko de.
Oh, nyame adom ne won pai bo bibia boko.
Awesome. You see they say Mr. Kwesi can come.
Aye. Bibia boko.
Mr. Kwesi can come. Yo, any topic no be why hardworking Ghanaians still struggle financially. And you know, I can't be the first way to escape with that. And then I be share near can one sem. Ti send issue in Tembia no. Basically semwa in Jamus Aqua or see a go back to your root or see Timishan Yamakakra and I ho. I nanum yomuye ya iti with the Kwasiwaha, the or the Mai. Was he? And then will be my
I of a very will be big crowd. Yeah, Biddy catch ya will be nothing. So yeah, her for near Tifo, you know. I feel so I won't find Cheme. Man, Janet, but that say a hating milestone be in our life. Internet says quite kakra. And of a also thanks to you once again. We call Ghana, Nipa Bebria, Mishia or more. Bebri share right from the airport. One gentleman, I'm sure no for Befi. Jaffy, I some style be cry more, baby. I probably say, I have only papa what our YouTube. And I was, hey, is it that I didn't
because I want for you.
Yeah, I'm out for her. You went in there, and I'm out for Eshe Empire. And then all thanks to you for that brilliant initiative. I'm out for Eshe as my bravo. In African history, no, I'm saying for Befi no. Yintimi ensua de aye nkoyechi na akane tete no na se oba ewo na se bise bia ontimi enwo natural process na usually no either sa akra no ene maame no omubewu na imagine say western world no krampo no na so omuwu a I'm not putting Africans down but at time na technology and konanim sa no imagine what would happen in Africa. The first
you know send me copy say me to one I say
you be display
okay.
You be display
time is on my way sorry
yeah the first of its kind I did be a friend cesarean session no say be oba corona fe ye de I had surgery na ye akra no idea obiam pedie but eto near that is what we have to do but imagine when that technology entimi konanim sa ebia a dry de bewo a onti ya no krampo no all those things ni nyina no na eni ho inti se no be person or owners when intimi our natural birth now how were they going about it na Africa krampo no na apart from natural birth method no na your kwan bi o ho a itimi efa so je ema wo and the answer is yes. So the first of its kind cesarean section we hear document man I hear abakose mu a almost say abrochi member be obi but we don't have thorough information about it. But I have enough information about it. That is why I'm coming to say it. In Europe, it was classified as a very dangerous act because na hunim bien ever form. Now until 1879, Anna Bronimbia of Free Scotland and also Free UK abrochi member your friend Robert Felkin, no a medical student. And until oka missionaries are mobile Uganda, I know Africa. Eba beka nyame asem na afis no musa nipa yare. Na eno mu na 1879 no abrantie no na ma no kun se na nyisen maame bi nyim a wo aka no. Na wo mu no omohwe ne ekona maame ni ntimi wo natural method no. So they have to find a way and get the baby and also make sure say maame no eho atonje of a be eventually be a big display Image of a bear fibabi yatre is just a sketch of what that Robert Felkin made. No, I don't know a sketch here. It's not the exact image. As that time, na ni camera na say any common, but this is the closest to what you could sketch or what you could put his mind to, because ordinary share. You boy say omode banana wine ebe mama no. So the banana wine be yet be anesthesia be a drobia de mawa on said that anti-yarn and no beyond swan a bit me a clinically when they are done, and then after everything they will stitch the wound. This was 1879. Here crampa and che gidi biasa anti papa di jina ho and a year no one was before years we. So imagine he saw it in 1879 and all documented here. Now imagine how long this might have existed, because remember, Africa is the origination of human civilization. It is on 1879. Imagine how long this had existed, and this was done in Uganda in a group of people called the Bonyuro people. The Bonyuro people, from the Bonyuro people who were in the Bonyuro kingdom in present day Uganda. And what he did was that he requested for that as a curved knife or no a traditional healer. And the young Quebec so a comfort. But those people were not just comfort, they were very science oriented. Even though at that time when he said science, it was science. How were they able to know that the banana wine can use to suppress the pain, that the banana wine can be used to clean? How were they able to know that after that we have to stitch it? And then after 11 days, a crown ebeu, I mean, you're okay. A crown so you're okay. So it was from that, and a panic J, curved knife, I know they call Museum Beer or Edinburgh, was Scotland, Abrochimem Museum, needing the Sir Henry Wellcome's Museum in the year 1913. And Mukipu sa knife real entire there. So as early as in the 1800s, they were able to witness a cesarean section on the soil of the motherland, Africa, Uganda, present day Uganda, and sa Abrantia a friend Robert Felkin, Edin and Ekuhuye. Many one says on the new commune 1879. That it means that so many years before Robert Felkin echo Uganda, it means that they've done so many successful cesarean sections using that same method, those same products. Somebody cleaning my menu, stitching BBA, and that should tell you. Tina Dambeka said, the Edwin Smith papyrus near documented so many medical processes, which is the oldest medical journal in the world. And Sakran Yebabe who be medicine. And also my editum said that it means that Imhotep is definitely the father of medicine and not Hippocrates, because all these things were passed down from generation to generation to generation to generation, and it existed in Africa. But you need a records. The records are there, but it's very scarce to find. And it be a catcher and Crawford say, Yempre say Bishian in the Africa, more than the slave trade, you'll be surprised the hidden things that you can find. 2026, we will bring you this and many more. Thank you.
Wow. 18th. Now, Sadi, we happy new. You said you're okay. Let's say
1879.
1879. Let's say what's here to say for a long time. That's what they've been using. Wow. With the kind of small, who's a shock of a cry. I say, I know it's an hour, but at that time, next Omukrano, Omuntiminia Bibiasa, said Okano, was considered as very, very barbaric. Yeah. Ukudipa. Because what the second Johnny and as a Ukuno. It's that time no na crop for ye. Because you can name say now mama I said first no na ma for kobo course bobo soccer near the na say omupra omuna mutimi bu ebu a omo de koi for no ha Obu otimi ka sense so ye no asa bu no. O ma ye ne ye. No ayi bia o. O ma de ayi.
Zongo.
Yes. Zongo. Bu no asa shisha ade no. You know. Kyerɛ sɛ yɛwɔ nneɛma a na ɛbɔ yɛn ho ban dada. Saa nneɛma nyinaa ne bibi bi a yɛgya akyire die te sɛ deɛ na aka no yɛbɛka sɛ kɔmfoɔ. Nso nyɛ sɛ kɔmfoɔ nko a na ɔmu nim nnuro a yɛbɛtumi aboa yɛn. Once again, thank you so much for this friends information. Very, very educative. Mesrɛ so sɛ obiara ɛnyɛ wei nko a ɛwɔ sɛ ɛyɛ a yɛnyinaa so yɛsua bi. Because wosua a ɛboa wo. Ɛna ɛma wohu hu yiwo a ɛma wohu baabi a wofiri, ɛma wote nneɛma ase. Wobɛhu sɛ di nti a ɛyɛ nneɛma saa na wohu baabi a yɛduru, ɛma wo so wotumi ayɛ atoa so. Once again, welcome to Sikasɛm High Life Radio na wotie Patrick Befi Kwasi Kankam, your host. And the topic here, why hardworking Ghanaians still struggle financially. And yet struggle no kwan yɛka ho asɛm. Ɛkwan bɛso ne bɛsa so yɛfiri saa, situation and yɛka ho asɛm. I'm say first one yɛbɛhwɛ aka ho asɛm ɛyɛ income alone that doesn't create wealth. Income alone doesn't create wealth. So more salary doesn't automatically mean progress. If spending rises with income, you stay stuck. Wealth is built from what you keep and grow. You see, a very straightforward. You see, most people believe, say, making more money automatically lead to wealth, but correct. That is not. Just part of the story and a half of the story. Income, but wealth, will keep you now grow. Now, source are protecting us. So, income doesn't create wealth because he himself, one or two people be omujiska. But say na from highly paid broke people.
Right.
Yeah, highly paid. Because the income alone, and the money so is doctors, lawyers, engineers, they are rich. But Indian say most of them are drawn in lifestyle debt. You see, because maybe a trip now, just name say, you see, some way I can because I grow and I will be sad. But anybody will be office will be making 1 million or a millionaire. No. Maybe one of Congress men be making a statement. So what about all these millionaires making millions? The fact they are making millions doesn't mean they are millionaire. Because we making millions, we are spending million in and some. Yeah. So just income alone doesn't. You see, flex it with that thing. No, you make it say. The other time I make us say, there was a time in a guy back when you encounter near and I make a chance so he broke. So just so I me cry at the end, make almost 300,000. Makoka so he broke. I be so scared so be the hot. All because of what? People we worship, highly income. Why? Because it sounds impressive, right? But you see, what whispers, it doesn't come from high income. It comes from net worth and free paycheck. Because we'll be making 50,000. We invest it consistently. We'll be out worth. We'll make 200,000.
Absolutely.
I was spending recklessly. Why? Because sikana unyano yendio utimi tutu nyama nyina ewia. Also start to invest say sikana bi. Yen bebre any money problem. Say ye kwakoji income. Nye problem cry. But we cannot stop consuming. That is the problem. You make it 200,000, you didn't na. You make it 500, you didn't na. Did they be any income? Thinking say income no cost ra. But income no cost now they will spend and so attach a qua. Indian say won't do baby. Which is income will just keep you busy. We'll try there now increase you and also ye bibi betimi aboa make you but how build the wealth it no keep you free. If you focus on building wealth, not see increase income. Is no two ways. If you're making more money, you're good. But a DNA has more money in a DNA. You see? So until said your work and I say money, a year juma thing a 10 wono. A very hard so between build the world.
Yep.
But so focus on income, you're always tired. Always. I did was see a dream and said, high income alone doesn't build wealth. It's just part of the story. High income, yes, it gives you more money, but not necessarily more freedom. If you need more freedom, start using that income coming in to start building something. And then go. And 2.
Yep. Number 2, no system for money. Obisubeka say be a no plan for money system. Any plan, no. I will consider them to be the same thing. You share yeah what going to more. And I say yeah wolf impo. Yeah, share that imbe brain no. And share the need a set plan for our money. Say bia bosumi bia minya 2,000 Ghana cedis, minya $2,000. So $2,000 yeah, about come and say emu 25% echo emu, emu 10% echo investment mu, emu 5% air for groceries, emu 15% air for utility bills. It's just hypothetically speaking. So what I'm trying to say is say uni plan biana. Money will just come and then it will disappear. Money will just come to your pocket. Money will just land in your checkings account, and then within a split second, now anybody who does not have a system for his or her money, biano, say niema on planning bia na baby boom. Na edu sikano. It could be bills, it can be pressure from family, it can even be pressure from friends. Obu oha ono watite wa onim kwan and as when me bra etua oka eda ebitua aka no the stories bi ba but oh system before usika until the system has completed necessary ayer wonfa sika enye den onye sika basa na no na yemu bebre no yedi ho fo kakra of abafi yehwe se biye wa akwantu ma medem gidi se waka be several times say it all starts from budgeting. System that the planning, it all starts from budgeting. You know the amount of money you make it every month, and bi-weekly bia unim ni free uhunko. How can you tell unless what budgeting? Your free budgeting app ni niema bibrio. Na so one budget ya obeside hu sika every ubotum, and as obeside hu hefa usika no den eko. No, ana yemu bebree ye adwumaden die, but because we don't have the system, we always chase the money. We are always chasing the dollar. We are always doing 3 jobs. If you cry 5 jobs of a bed for be able to feel on them, but then the same person keeps complaining, say, ne ho train. Do the trust now ni din communal busan say system ben na wa create ama ho a osika no about what 10% equal investment mu. 25% you say be no call mortgage and our rent mo ni aka no odi sika no eyede. If you don't plan, if you don't have a system for your money, you just be living on hope because obedi say oh okay ebia ebe fan kakra ebe fa na de bia kanu. If you have a system that is working for you, that's all the system need dia. Only say the system will work because the system is predictable. Every good system its failure can be predicted looking at the conditions now a surrounding system no of a if you trika nasa kwana ote some weird noise be our wheels ni side horn so who accelerate na was also a vibration be a mechanic there. But because you know your car, you know the system, you can predict that it's likely to be the CV shaft, CV axle shaft. It could be but it could potentially be sana yesika semtie. So what show system near you can predict say in the next 10 years or in the next 20 years and all these things you then you put it into practice. Without a plan, progress is accidental, and nobody should plan his or her financial progress or freedom in life to be accidental. Say, oh, A, B, there be. It's either this way or that way. Into success and then both failure when it comes to finance, both of them are predictable depending on the system that you've built. You Papa Warren Buffett. In system or building be say I or no none papa moon they knew all those things. Forget about that. No so I'm practicing business do baby no. He didn't follow the exact pattern of what everybody was following. Or no ankasa and a year there or building a system. Or no oka crypto china on the system. He doesn't believe in crypto and all those things. He believes in the asset, like that physical asset now, or investing in the into it. No, GD. Why? Because it's a system. And then he could predict that his progress wouldn't be accidental. He was certain about it. Now for now, because one shouldn't build this system beyond Buffett wasn't the smartest, but then he became financially free. He became extremely successful. Why? Because he had a system built for every single penny that come your way. Into one person account for it. Nyeso be about how bedis can be no same renting now the sikana mano. Is that giving part of the system? Or account budget no and you need to come back to the drawing table and make sure that the system is working, especially here while brochure, you know. The system rewards those who plan their finance, not just those who hope on luck.
Abigail Apia will say systems are predictable.
Yes.
Ali, just say you cannot, you can't manage what you don't track.
Yes.
You know, untimi manage. So if you're not tracking it, I better manage. You know, especially they said the work work credit economy, no. Different. You see, there are some that are in cash economy, or more mixtures all the time, scale flow or more. Now was our credit economy here. That's what one try pass over to me amount to 2 years. Even more cash no crown, but they have to buy any super see here. And you cannot do that. And that said you can one buffing with your non-papa net. Oh, say, it happens excuses no pa. Bill Gates in the ban or a billionaire.
Nope.
I don't know. I don't think so. It said, that said the papa in Bibia. Hey, that the ban run your way. One buffing or no aneba, the company no cranyon or run a company. No. Yeah. It say excuses in yai. We would dear. You say first time me started say when you get new info, you are so excited. And I hope it's all share. The first time I check a me read Robert Kiyosaki book, you know, read that, pour that. Me actually sad way me started say me share, me catch them in Kufu ya Kufu media omuni is can go that though. Obi a catch jaw share. What we said obi na bitu ya bia na. Hey, nipa 10 me share ideas with them. One credit work crowd was obi a bia bi. Oh, ya dia bitimi me ha kra. You see, your precise excuses not too much. You put those excuses no. But and found the first one was a good so musania man. And then ma fa also tiasisa sikasem no. A wow responsibility. And you be never be yes near manama. No system for money no the confusing savings with investing. Another one no. You see, before some kind of crowd, there are so many people, they just invest. You see, if you are investing and you don't have a name for that investing, and so if you are saving and you don't have a name for the savings, that money shouldn't be invested, it should be saving. I will say saving also one name for saving. A dear not saving all day. So when you name I will say Sesicano, a whole investment. You see, saving they protect money. But remember, say in grow money, I will say grow. See, movie bro confuse saving with investing, which is why you end up say, we are proud, we have money at the bank, but clearly, we say we seek no lose. Because if you live in this world, I don't know what kind of world you live in. This world now, a woman there's something called inflation. Here, and then buy it, and yet 20, your friends say 19. Epidemic, no buy na your tea. That is the reason why in 1952, now we were taught, a friend saying, friends a 4-bedroom, friends saying condo for Ibia, if I say 8,000, the same thing, 2020, that's hard, 800,000. It tells you that if we save sika, gradually we lose money. Then because inflation hit slowly.
Yeah.
Because on average, when you look at this country, about 3% every time, every year, 3% will lose. It's now $1, no one touch here. But baby, say 3.3 something a free so. So we need to make sure say we invest. We shouldn't confuse that. But there's so many people who confuse this. Yes, so save, that's fine. Those are short-term things. So ABB short-term, you are saving for a car, that's fine. Car no crash, even if it's a ABB or you need it after 3 years, you have to invest it. Because usually if you invest something within 3 years, you won't tell who a also. After 3 years, we what's the T who baby. If you say down the line, I will need a car within the next maybe after 5 years, invest it, don't save it. Do not invest a brown name or investment. Sorry, do not save a brown name or savings. So if you don't have a name, that money, any business be as a savings, I will say save, I will say invest it. You see, keeping all your money or savings account. It is said the other day, but it is said the other ice. What the ice, what ice are no. Now the akusi now hope say melt. Yeah, because savings they protect you from maybe emergency BSC and whereby need cash. Because if be crying they be a cash about some, you don't even need that emergency fund because every day the scale around same. But you be brain say, especially woman on need. Nipa be brain in this situation, you will be a year juma. It will savings be between about for emergency now. And not just stay on try so be free saving emergency system now. Saving emergency system now could be a cash bebro. You see, investment it protect you from staying average because all save all the time. Yes, maybe a DBS can be average. Ultimately, build the wealth and you'll be anywhere in. I don't know. What me saving way that me get it through wealth. It won't happen.
Yeah.
Even if I say more American cry. Your system you used to say 401ks near the ultimate billionaire because the math will be accounts isn't mathing. Because they also win a year. It is a year, there's no way about to make a billionaire. But when you're investing, it changes so many things.
Yep.
You see, you move really to savings over investing. No, because you say we are not wise and not but because they are scared. And then yes, scared. So obesua deɛ no kɛkɛ koraa sɛ obetumi ahu sini sika si ayɛ adwuma because obi ɔte sika ase bi na obesave so save kwa no put sika na work nti no free saving sɛ ɛyɛ wealth building strategy no it's like say obi the car sɛ wɔne Ferrari ɛkɔ mirika wo nante na Ferrari ni ɛkɔ speed sɛ wobɛkye no there's no way a wobɛtumi akye no there's no way but see savers almost feel very secure until we realize how almost save money, slowly shrink it because of what inflation can't want me. The uncomfortable truth is say savings prevented poverty because you say obi obet me save at least when you crowd to say poverty pass here pa beto no there But so we invest by investment a build the world. But so we save pass we bet me dia ye nana e be yedi. E be yedi. It e bibia we say make sure say all the time. Ye die in area we see start see invest. Investing is key. Yentimi nye bibia we see jai crowd all the time. You see, now idea about come pay investing and say when you start investing after we say be a first year who so kese. And found with this car with the two, what the 10,000 to the same two are still not saying who's 10,000 na be a many be 1,000 pen account. But we say air code and we say it will be enough static catchy speed. We say face Canada hono. The investment number be good no. Now more than when I say yes, we can say congratulations. Now your money is working harder than you do. See, money is very, very nice. So if you really want to build water, say we save pass and save it will not get you anywhere.
Yep. And then a little bit on savings. And so of a sign more na me di home for a couple of years ago. Now me di home for pana me papa down and I am review bar a best right. He came to my bedroom and then we were talking like 1-to-1 and I doing come on a BA how investing is many about that thing. Of course, now my ready about it, but may free the horses all mouth no. And it's some free say unyeska save no. And the truth of the matter is many sika na massive no, because I didn't have a name for it, I can't really pinpoint say me this kind of way and I say this kind of koto way. No, I can't track it. I don't know where the money is. But me start investment, and about investment, I can't answer me, especially baby this is America. And yes, sir, you can't say for obosumi aketwani na ye investment no. Say $100 cram put now to the S&P 500 index no more. Just stay consistent to it and keep doing it. My first official investment I made, it was a mutual fund. I started with $2,000. That time, now my savings card and once I'm cut time kind of me too. I started in 2022. From 2022 to now, not $10 made $100 net to $100, and it's just $100 away from $10,000.
Look at that too.
Yeah, and that's all. My investors say, unim papa ni try me no. Uni okache wase ma kyerɛw wonso kosua bi ka ho afabe fi na menda na afi misua. That is when I started learning more about stocks, ETFs, mutual funds. They say na minim say enye mi sika nyina na esem di korem, but a significant amount of money say ekum. And unti me started different one with Fidelity investment for bevi obi che mi sika kra o mindiu na mde akotum. That one is also doing extremely well. And okay, say say when you are doing investment, think long term. And this is outside CBAO business. This is just investment. Now, I realized at some point market need jamo here. I can't enka Miss Mejai because I didn't stop. And the increase was very, 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 very crazy. The increase was very crazy. The more I compound now, unya zeros no. Increase banner 2% crampo na. It me jump be $500 increase. So soon as say more millions no. So increase banner 2%, a jump on be $200,000. And all these things no. So all this kind of koto banga the whole year no. Interest and drew 1%. And let our people also understand this. Vanguard too is there. Most of the banks, they practice what we call the fractional reserve banking. And it is a udu sika kotoa. And where beyond monso edi bon crofobisia, including okope car loan, okope mortgage, okope loan bia de bia. Wow, sika no crofobia sika no modi abeto. And a bang, Ede Momo Busia at a higher interest. Number one. Number two, we are not discouraging saving. Number two, most of the banks, they have a certain amount of money they can insure. Beyond that, say bank ni gua, sasikana bank they can only insure. Na no pen on the amount. You won't say, I no matter the ABA say FDIC. The boss match be 200,000. Is telling you that say bank ni gua. No matter the amount of money you have in the bank, or maybe 200,000 pay. So please pay attention to that thing. Obu was most can be breeder bank no. Menkasa sense, but BBC the insured amount of bank gonna be the amount and not pay the amount. So why don't you start putting some of the money into an investment fund? Oh dear, and dream the S&P 500. Hey, your VFAIX or your VOO. Never brave. Me Metronia for Sikai. I can just talk about it. If you want to learn it, the risk is in your hands. But then me Sadi and Abwami into me first can to bank be brisa. Ebu me checkings and minim sky home and in midi na edem. Scanner I say a core investment and I say a core like business. Business is also another type of business, and then always invest the amount of money that you think you can afford to lose.
Awesome. Before we continue, what can we say? Usually, if you invest, try as much as possible to say you can use it invest it until you leave that money alone.
Yeah.
That's how compounding no about. Because people will be on 2 seconds no akwaku iska no. Esa compounding, the magic of compounding interest. The other to make sure say the other to know shut down now money yen ejuma say baby to me compounding. It's very good. You see, the thing is, so what one time there, they all kind of make a craft from time there. But when you start doing it, and energize you, who say affair cost because imagine say 2022 as I'm now working and one starting investing and fuck a crown come one more. Say can be anyhow. As now who say when any so yes, it's always good say we don't sabeke can be was hard no. Always at least. That's what meet now say me investment me nyahwe. This is onye bibia eno de please and at least when you're crying static kakra, we are in a era right now, and this is one of the days just say papa be about tie be a bet now no be church room na di say $20 crowd episodes to me start here wait me start see remember say me started say me invest see the thing that I wanted to buy was about it started with 3,000 it started with stash. Me 3,000 I'm the 20 and no me $20 to me to 10 so drew that point at the same time I said the me savings no investment like a credit side be keka ho a me 3,000 I'm started to mutual funds be started with 3,000 amount no I'm the mutual fund I'm started say me yes I don't know we all have the opportunity but if we income home usually we catch you say be secret be ho and escafo kwa na ya run or mobile be a secret be any bibia. She said, yeah, no. We invested 10,000. That's amount 10%. 1,000 when ya. It is a secret. We invested 5 million. Now 10%. 500,000. That's the secret. The entire makers in Chebia, be kasa in this secret code be a president. Yeah, I mean, usually I'm but sometimes the moment any start to be secret be or horn dear. No. Yeah, mamma, yes, Ghana phone too much. And we the phone insurance. They say actually somebody call in a secret code be. Is insurance for is it secret code be or and a dear, but because so see just normal way will be a secret be any baby.
Yep, secret be any baby. And if you are in Ghana, you can also do this investment. I can aside your business. No, maybe one of these days we will talk about it. Survivor over ownership. Of a befi, Nyamianim Nukreni, offer a before Yimudu Dwana, no, we are in survivor mood. But a bread say, as I say, a free survivor mood, ho, echo the ownership mood. Survivor mood, need oh, one a diabetes was in where we are there, because you are working with a survivor mentality. Now, and that survivor mentality, the numbina you move brain so to quite man on ya deco. Now let's set this record straight. We be near that's all you can't survive in a developed country with a third world mentality, which is a survivor mentality. That I don't like classifying countries by say we a first world, we say, but yeah, the metrics yeah. So if we Ghana na Babruchia, in fact Ghana no and some because we have a different economic terrain. Sounds na free America now call Ghana. In fact, Ghana mentality no in fact American mentality and Ghana, especially when it comes to the economy, because Ghana economy you see a different terrain. Now, when you look at most Africans, we are looking at working, and we end up using that money to pay only our bills. I say, oh, now treadmills, a cycle, treadmill, a kobasa. But until you decide to own, ownership is power. So what do we mean by ownership? Say a breadroom say be a juma crampo na IT guy, go into consultancy, set up your own consultancy. Ghana na a banker, set up your own consultancy, a drum foreman. Maybe they don't know how to track their records, track their sales. Banker no point juma. Utimini mame for no so edisa enkita so no ebo se na ebe sika sembe to ye. And no, you are owning it. That ownership gives you power. All that we are trying to do, tell ourselves is that let's move from sa mentality ni say me pejuma e betua me ka yi. Me pejuma e betua me ka $100,000, $200,000, 300,000 Ghana cedis. Akane no me oluma ka se mi kire. Or this time no ubenya 6 figures no. Na esa wo no ye ankasa. But and now 6 figures is come on, and then soon amount for you more broke. That is telling us that no amount of money is enough for survivor because you are at the mercy of your paymaster. And that paymaster records game to your company. But on our company and he has power. So he can confirm because the new being a disika at 20. Yeah, 3 addresses say let's focus on say ye be akasa die be build bibi e bia wa ha unme aduane ye pa try to monetize it. Yes, sister bako azita or yeah nice pastries, try to monetize it. Sand adwuma ye tua ne kan 95 no enini nse bi ma that culinary skills no one obia ntimi ngi mfiri ni nsem. Ye wa no si ayeka finance one say me obi YouTube channel of abefia no kwa no ye no 24/7. There's one lady no ye mama banking company be big company power or UK or Jai or your podcast. She started from it was difficult, but right now she owns herself, she owns the channel, she owns her time and everything. But you move brain you too quiet, yeah, survival mood. Now China, ni India, ni Lebanese, no more Ghana. None of them come to Ghana to work. They come to Ghana rather to open businesses. Most of Munina no moba Ghana, no mafaye mum eduma. Which means that even in our home country, we are still in survival mood. They say, yeah, control economy of Ghana now. We have to own more businesses. So ubetimi anwa wachi kwa you are helping. Ubetimi anwa your friend is say and one more, and also you are helping. Recently of a bef, mamifa we in now me follow page be on Facebook na obey keep post be say oko free Kumasi be say akwa Joshua I think say kwamu ho baby China for no ABA China more me call Ghana me hu ye na me hu say nkrofo China more no ma be biwa ampa say China more. Oh, maybe China more we are jubilating. I was surprised it was coming from that page. Oh, jubilating say he be China more. And I was like, we don't have to be happy about this. And just say man need say baby China more kwa munti ani age. Maame na oton ade wo kwa ho no. Yes, ni dwa. Maame na oton nyadoa wo kwa ho no. Ye be say ni dwa nkofo we ebetete ne man so. Now remember, ownership is power. And they will control the price. And if we get China more the whole over Ghana, what is going to happen to our retail and wholesale industry? Ghana for the send it to China, it be that big outlet. No, I'm my own coins, by no, and I make no. Be sure say we do financial education, be can want they have that mentality. They say the more they own, the more they will control. And then Ghana for or person be call ShopRite and then Malcolm, akota dear than say or better idea on the mountain. Because Ghana, I try to purchase directly from a more motan there or kwan chain or crown obi Ghana made products no, because if they own and we buy, it helps them. I am how work some only more. We have a problem. And in this country, to the same thing, yes, survive. We don't like to own. Let's support each other. It would also give us that power. And yes, idea. Yeah, pamo. How many times they have Asians for? How many times they have Indians? No, because they own a lot of things here in the country that keeps the economy running.
Well, I say this is serious. It's serious. Zita, Maton can say trade you pa. Yeah. So yeah, me pe wo trade you pa na ya GBF free honum. You see, asema can we your friends say ownership. I don't know what is wrong with us. Just yeah, I said the okay no. Ye didi. Nya kwa adwuma. Yeah, but weekend, near party, near sorry, near. And no one ye be such as say no be and dream say. I was be create me changing your mum kakra. You see, my me for we grant to say tax time, it you know. I'm out for person file my taxes in a patri solutions never. You see, because you can be say you cannot use the system of Ghana and I say Africa and from my US in ye. And now you can use US system and from Ghana in ye, right? Because it two separate things. You see, to build wealth in the Western world, especially like in America, taxes is part of it. You can build wealth. Only taxes as it makes a PED, but so won't tiasia PUB won't room. So says Cafundi be no more taxes on. We see na main tax, we see na main tax, no more say, yeah, we went to tax on you. No, a part of it. Ye January, nothing you cut taxes once him. You could see April, ye no tax, obi and cut tax once him, time this also the following year. Say, a quite better me first one, me to less taxes. Sunny money now, ye. It you can use those systems, not money ye. If you want to build wealth, United States of America, especially like Western world, taxes are a part of it. Also a period. I can't say too much, but at least unima yenchiro. I bit me a save. Once again, to tell the make an patri solution, person file taxes are a bit more filing a camera. Yes, we are filing and yes, you're filing also one session. I know by your finances, send your finances be able to me and we'll go through. Specializing getting people out of debt also. So anyway, so make sure say just say sometimes what you they be back and forth you're planning ownership, you're planning anything. Yes, sorry, you be a juma say sorry, I say yes, I could Ghana new business. Meanwhile, business to cry be that. I didn't yes, one yet. I didn't soon be that and I'll go. The ownership and here. Survival mood, dear, would me farm because yes, and you see one income source, right? But me go back to ownership because there's another one I'm percent make You see, there's a big thing going on right now. But that. You see, AI is big and it's changing so many things. Anytime there's this revolution going on, there has been so many revolutions. You see, especially black folks, it's not change. It's not change. You make sure see you go. Time I'm off with this kind of see you come. This is the time our AI bit me stepping big. I only staff. You see, no man's land right now. Yeah, and change. You see, your Google account, your YouTube account, your TikTok account. Yeah, you only to YouTube in only way. Now AI is coming at time. This is the time I will me remuntem. Now it's me wow. I'm also with me ownership. Yeah, and train no more yeah we answer especially since me no be come or fight against it. And on the idea and then kind of Jesus this and television by I see a demonic. Even suggesting a you cry, your friends say read you and no cry send you pan cry Kenya na we them they are called religion, they call Christians so. You train a man for fair you fair we are near kwako pe bi kakra bi. Ya show. You take it over. Now ownership into me. It's yeah, your friend is saying, yes, class, March, you start March 31st, yes, 6 to 8 weeks, AI class, AI governance class, will be unregistered. This is the time I'll be to me a room, a bit to me a bow. You know, who's kind of winner, and I'll bet me I get the numbers in there. I bet me, so even if it's not this one that you are coming up, please, this is the time, you bet me a room very quick. You bet me a room very quick, you bet me a boy. So get in touch. So we are, like I said, even if this one crana, we have to be part of it because let's be honest. Say if yes, by within the next 3 years now, surgery, and I say surgeons are going to be replaced by robots. And wow, we wait there now. It's yet now, Hoka. You say we kakra. Let me fire and find new places. Yeah, and train answer.
Yeah.
Yo, upa more. Obviously, police educators. Upa more. I'll go to Patrick Solutions and I say Patrick YouTube, Patrick Berfi YouTube channel. I have more hear about it. See, the next one, one income source. You see, it's so funny. Say, you see, is your one income. You see, those days are way gone. See, I was just reading about not just a couple of years ago. Now I was reading about people that are doing well. They said because you know how many incomes on average. People that are doing very well financially, 7 source of income. 7 source of income. I'm not saying so they are working 7 sources every 7 jobs, but source of income is 7. Who call with 1 source of income? By the way, to be facing 7 source of income. You see, and found in the city, those days are gone. Near change. Won't mean to say me 1 income na and I'm here. And these days there are so many ways. I'll be to me anyway. Now, many will be a discussion about this. This gentleman, I know, AI class and I was surprised. This guy got 4 jobs. I would take Ghana.
Wow.
Look at the income. You say with 4 jobs. To Ghana. If you want to use back Ghana. Back Ghana. Besides, I will say, quick within the next 15 years, or we invest in more ownership to say now can that which I had to own. Gone on the days, so I'm off to Ghana. I say, so many young people, right? Because of AI. What Kumasi Adakajum, where Juma Germany, the Juma Canada, or Tamale. It you to me is one source of income. No, especially wow. Obviously, more advantage when it comes to Sanya mana because you got better internet, better devices, you got so many, but still, these people are said most of them cry in surviving mood. But me try get 2 jobs, 3 jobs, and have 4 incomes, source of incomes. I don't want you to say with the class jobs, income. And today you see starting to say, you're starting to say you be starting with $50. At the end of the year, I be $50 a whole month. Because I never start to say change. Me use my home, me use me nyansa. My yato order that beginning then also used to be answer. Every month be. I would start with that. Now, you 50 next year 100. You could 2. The money might change be brave. 7 source of income. People that are doing well with money. You say rely on one source of income. No, is the modern version of say what can say that's a live boat sinking. Sinking ship. People are almost for one source of income. They are not playing the safe. They are gambling with their entire, your friends saying, their entire future because will be the car you see that car or government job. Now you wanna you could try and one paycheck and you stable anymore. And you stable anymore. The idea that a single job can secure your life, outmoded long time ago and dangerous. And it's dangerous to grow. And you're marketed to these, people just say what it is they want to keep you there. It's not say those that are obedient in a market is hard no much because on person baby it in hot no crana won't mean jai and call on page man couldn't mean jai because Nejuma no. That idea no way outmoded. They're dangerous. So your entire life is depending on just one employer. And then what's my idea? When you before when you can be now too late. Because it may disappear just like that. That is how wealthy people they always trying to bring it. If you see them working for somebody, they're still bringing in income from different sources. Say you money free necessity na be again I did you were free one source of income. I'm a job say income because you can use that job and as time to make all the money. Maybe you try me taste how do we now start to say me fair one bomb so because income me collapse me na mana me buahe. That is the source of income. Is a jobs. There was a quiet jobs to be bring. Yeah, one income stream it can disappear just overnight.
Yeah.
And most people won't realize this until say it's too late. So depend on one source of money now. Is the fastest way. The best stress. The more stress. The more stress. It is a more limited. So it is so I shall more the be about their stress. No wealthy person rely on one source of income. But yet the poor are taught to be grateful for one job. I mean, by pay one income they pay bills, but multiple source a buy with freedom, security. Are you grateful, to one another? So, amount options. Now one did be your life shouldn't collapse because of just your friends and one person or one company. A bit no. 7 source of income. People that are doing well. Again now you start free one $50 a month. Transnedrian who dear na me nyansa me use my home den bebre me use me nyansa krakakra bi na every month be abema me just $50. What do you offer enti so kran $20? Because as we are talking right now, we show abrabo ma bibisa home na bibisa enim so one kwa adwuma ma wunya by dear na decide na bebro start just one source we say after a year, after 2 years, we start changing from 50 now for 100, now 200. We say fee bedroom now with the thousands. Yes.
Yep. Number 6, lack of financial education. Nneɛma a yɛka ho asɛm nyinaa no, ne fapem paa ɛyɛ sɛ ɔwɔ sikasɛm ho nimdeɛ. Wonyanya sikasɛm ho nimdeɛ a, nneɛma bebree a yɛka ho asɛm wɔ ha yi, yɛnkasa bebree, wobɛte aseɛ. Na yɛmu bebree no, ɔfa bɛɛfi wodi ka ka asɛm sɛ yɛpɛ sika, working hard to make money is not our problem, because Ghanafoɔ yɛka one of the hard-working people ɛwɔ wiase ho. Ghana nimfa adwuma ndi agorɔ nti sɛ yɛyɛ adwuma yɛbɔ double yɛyɛ Uber yɛyɛ DoorDash koraa de afra pɛ sika no, no, it's easy for us. We can work hard to make that money, but then the ability to make money and the ability to multiply that money, to keep that money, and to make that money work for you, and you know you have financial education. You can financial education and yes, will be about tie na professor or big no bekika niema bebre. No, a bia na ye wa hanum say no. On say sa niema we nyina na a skill. Financial education I can want say a skill. You need to learn money skills. The moment I'll be sharing money skills, it changes everything. Of a free obi the best 60 years. But unim kwanya ye fast wa ye multiplies Canadian say my age ma bosumi ye tuameka. Me de tuatua me ho ka me de tuatua me boost na we me san twen bi next month no ye bitua me ka sa no living abrabo, but ye mu bebre no, because say ye two foot rogu ye ni say ebi mu krampo ye sise wonya sika bebre mpo na bone ntimi ma nsu nyame ye religious people no ntimi ma nsu nyame ye and nti na emba ni timu krampo say onko pesika sem enimde. Take your phone. Wow, how do use iPhone biano? I'll share it. Take your phone, go to your screen time. Okay, screen time now. Share how many hours I was spending our phone also. A better, it will even give you a breakdown of apps how to use no more. Osha imbe brain na no senye adwuma no wa. Ohwe ni screen time na come here say or spending more time on social media, which is not wrong or which is bad. But then social media no now one. And then are you learning more about financial education? A lot of us, per se, invest, we will try to make the effort. But if you don't have the requisite knowledge, in 24 of it purpose here, moja be ebeba. One here, no here, wako share say. Until who here say we have to learn money skills. The sikasem hunim die. Any your friend is saying sikasem hunim die ni uko school mo akushian entirely different thing. You will be a medical doctor or you're very terrible when it comes to financial education. Or be a architect or you're very horrible when it comes to financial education. Of a better statistics be a ready Oba America, we a juma or most car teachers for kahon, but it may see in teachers for kay. A juma or mo sika they are living a financially free life. No teachers were part. Your orthopedic surgeons, they were not part of the first 5 people. So if you tell you say a church for or more nim the be first sikasem ho and sa sikasem ho nim the eke obia anchro one so ukosia ye ko school ni anchre the economic professor chiro be how to start a business or no call field now cost starting business dey google no wajai book wodi e no nko ana grounds dey no nko mu nyansa first sikasem na no nko any grounds dey no enko. So there so 2-1 mom now and then Mr. Bina como a free Saturday section every month beyond so be or yebi I have so yeah the yebi or yeah paid seminar online and then in person you know yebi of a baby them did say a murder say you cannot criteria and who say bosumi be a sorry so to your tight 10%, right? Now I didn't know one kasa so catch on say me to a tight amount on sa tight ya me to a mammy hui bosumi bia no 5% of my money no me de bepe nimdie afasika ho whether say online seminar whether say a in-person seminar whether say me to book bia kan fatu ho say at least every month bia $50 bia me de beto book bako $50 me de book e seminar me de book we me de book we So when Tiam Pesan in Diana, you will never ever get to know it. And they Yadum information here readily available. Only penny be breeding comma, Monsieur Madium Honofa Befi. If you must mutia $5,000, $10,000, $2,000, and son of moon, because at that time information now only packet to where be home. But I free no so no. Yes, I'm coffee show. And I meant yes, yeah. And I team water so mouth. Now obi so ekekesi and he said brana besua. Unim. Now yeah, dream say oh, now some of a bear crown here. Okay, of a bear fee charge $50. I don't charge $30.
Nipa 100 ba.
Nipa 100 crowd join here. Saying
5K. David, we could
why
tell.
should that be your problem? Have you also realized that on also the effort, the sleepless night now, or no pass it through, or cast or you musika, untimi entia, and no ye problem, and your best sika sebu in the own. Me who here send ya ye Christo near o king carbon, so ye Muslimi near o king kai Korano. Chesika be to us a busumi biano, whether in person or online seminar na book no. To book be that kind. Busumi be at least you read one book about finance. Just so they make us study to just read and take notes and apply the principles that align with your financial income. No, now I say such a or brabo moi unima bronwas nebusa na fiyenja sa subina obi organize seminar bo se na ye dwen say no kra no organize nipa 200 ba Mr. Obedience sana ye bi muka nipa 200 ba and so benya say you ba yen say en say ade na oye no the data na ye na ye refi say Saturday bia so papa na ye ma ye free we don't remember that. And if you have that mentality, you'll be far away from becoming financially free. Trust me.
In here, because in here, because they said they can, I can't be do baby na a financial education. We need financial education na untiminye. Untisikasia, ube siviska. Instead of so bad, ube invested. Untisikasia, unya bakubia one source of income sana be. Untisikasia, untimi put systems in place. Untisikasia, just to create wealth no. Ni na just what ya answer. Na di obi nya de o check ya ide. Di obi nya na o check.
Show akutia ni chance.
Basi sao. Say yen ye be kwa ku nim ginim de. Na e bia yesika no e 10,000 na increase ko 20,000 de. And yen ginim de na sika ni ngyina wa because ye kwa ye betu sika mo bi. De bia ya adwen no. No. But we say so abigina be bia ogina. Next one pressure to look successful. Hey. Pressure to look successful. See, the pressure say, but I say, I say performance. Into what? You're spending money we don't have, impressing people that we don't like. I even cry anymore. It's the pressure. I was social media to say. You must be appear wealthy or online than say actually. So you better work it towards say a rare financial stability. It's online, no, yeah, cover say you try pictures so high, you could see ya she we, and no ye performance is no important crouching bibia. Looking successful, no, and now about being important, say, done being successful in itself, Nakasa. That's why so many people are broke behind doors. It will really feel out is a hotchre pie friend, a hotchre pow. Because intimate shot at the back, especially with the Mofanchiminian man. Or taught I don't know. Trap pictures the whole way it would be because we'll be it was I could talk of wrong. You see, we'll be
oh my goodness.
It do just say broke pie friend broke. Then you see you make his car, but it's kind of you perform it. Your friend is a success. We are not trying to be successful, trying hard, but we are performing that success. we are buying luxury to feel powerful. Because we do the Mercedes, we do the range, just say no na sanya mano na ye bibia. Abe first na way him. Why? Because your real life nankasa pa no, we have nothing to be proud of. It is I say to bibia be luxury na me look powerful. You to atade bi e shey ni atro ani mu kakraka no the designer no na me powerful. Your car no na me powerful. That's what we are doing right now. It's social media creates some culture beer. I say your friends say fake success, getting more praises as all they build it. I say when a fake success, when you just say man, ni praise. If you with the only dress you, a video it will be na back door. You go buy ni so many are drawing in debt. Because if you see maintain some image via, I must say your long-term finance, your long-term value is gone. It's gone. You see, finance BB and say you so many success in so many things. So, but I'm saying you can't success in your Adrian finance because finance BB on team fancy. Oh yeah, baby work him. Yeah, so obsession with long, your friends say long, successful, just I say, yeah, obsession, I say, or see a perform that, now my is successful. You know, I'm a for in take risk, class, bit me invest in take risk, just a name be briama a few, to say a whole quan de be a yadrin. The be a yadrin, or sorry, Diana Cofo farm, Diana Cofo Cafa Tadiashemo, Diana Cofo Cafam Pabo Shame, Diana Cofo Cafa Bebiamete, and non qua it, Niame di animal, am I home tree because we cannot afford those things. No, it's now see a deca, yet yes, animal. Also, what I say, trying to look successful is the quickest way to stay financially insecure forever. Because to come back and adding, be also a situation be a catcher, and easy. Who am if you do situation be a when you come back so intimate my back. See the rare tragedy say, you may be cheesy admiration instead of say actual achievement of success. It will not feature say, maybe an enamel. Will be like I say, I can say, yeah, intimate, because finance there, it be you, will become a cafe, a be cafe, by performance, no, and a be cafe, ultimate class what could do either, because finance, Eddie be no, say, can I would be do baby no, would they took credit cards of a credit card for no, one maxina, unya be. Send a phone out just kind of free break a crano. Because we are to meet you. It's a babedao to bedao. Yes. Stay away from those things, no. Because some years successful in now, and yet San almost started here. Omu yes say na. Omu try so delay gratification and sana success no. Almost started say omu look rich no. No be okra na yes one have started say look. The way our nyama yes I could do no. And one at the beba. Because what me build yourself for the past 20 years. Our net worth of be a 5 million. Who talk can 50,000 cash, 100,000 cash, and harding and one a ton. Because at that point, no, you deserve it. What will be branded and run a better. If you see those people no on those things now, and yes, almost yet you a brabona what bonnet didn't drew honor. It is stop following the Joneses. These are pressure and free also. Because I found baby.
Yep, I found fear of starting small. Fear of starting small. Now, Halayana, I told I am Mr. Fabefi. Ye financial education. Yeah, Korean, so we don't want to start small. Now, who need financial education? Near amount $1 million if I start a business. We did 1 week. Why? Because your level of education, or level of education, maybe $100 there. 18 you. Or level of education, $100 there. Send it me control $100. That's the amount 10,000. Obe waste scanner until say beka $100. And sana wait me this scanner IABB. And we are waiting for a big money before we start something. They be a starting business. Maybe a starting investment. Investment in the example. Or transfer will be $10,000. No way, $1,000 their investment. Meanwhile, $1,000 now will make a month. Me $100 that. And find your investment. Oh, transfer will be 100 million or 100,000 Ghana cedis. And sana wait me at the emu 10,000 at the aqua starting business. But who make it 10,000 a month? Untimi emu 1,000 that and find starting business. No credit say when it comes to becoming financially free, when it comes to investment or whatever thing I am my idea or abrabum no. A consistency and then kakran na ye yɛmfiti prɛko pɛ ayɛ sɛ wosi dan no wontumi mfiti prɛko pɛ wosi foundation na boom wadu lentil level na wabɔ so na wayɛ bibia no. It's a gradual process. So when it comes to financial freedom, when it comes to all these things that we are talking about, patience and consistency, they are your friends. Patience and consistency are your friends. Okay, be of a befi emu be bro or train so benye sika kese. But remember, if you had started with ABI 1 CD, 2 CDs, 5 CDs, it's better than waiting forever. Starting small beats waiting forever. Ubia train o trainers on. The sad thing is o trainers not time new cool. Time in train. In Jalentina 5 CDs na made me $5 na made me. Why don't I invest that? Why don't I use that to do something whilst I grow with time? So there's this gentleman I'm sharing SVTV Africa. Of he's just a young guy or in the 20s. Unim oton kube. Kube no oton a day or save 2,000 Ghana cedis.
Sir?
Yes. 2,000 Ghana cedis, and he is being truthful because Kubeno, when you're 8 cedis, a bit on the 10 cedis, a crowd most and a bit on the 10 cedis. They say, there's open and the line, my gumwa, 10 cedis. And then 10 cedis, no, a bit could be more than 100. But Busan said, a mudu do saying, Anna, a bepe say, unim, right now, no, or more, or about 5 branches in Accra. But he started small. Right now, so was she send your bottle no be packaging and I kama into oh yeah adore, oh yeah birthday, oh yeah wedding, oh place order na on fa could be in my home but raw. They will bring the bottled chilled one. Bro, this is a young guy. He started very small. Was no be na ton could be no akwajibi. Now ono at the kwechima. And now dimu kakran na say no about bedu sa level. Imagine your no edgy could be different, but no so. But the thing is, we fear of starting what small, even if it is a business. We fear say I wouldn't say fear, it's a shyness.
Shy.
Start to say me turn the tables where best me. But start to say me see I best me. But I remember, like I said, consistency and patience, they are your friend when it comes to financial freedom. Kitwa I will be invest it. Oh, Ghana 50 cedis. Invest it. Aside the business now, diversify it and do something. Oh, Kruman Musia. Oh, $500. We move 50 number sumi biano. Oh, the top index B and sorry, because I have $50. Now we had the work to Suyanari. Kind of natural. One share all the work to Suyanari. One share is where you be bama de kwako bonsa. So if you don't use money, something will find its way to consume the money. That is the truth. So the little that you have on the mesre, make good use of it. Make good use of it. Me start 350, my 100, my 200. I can go 500. Forget about the currency na nipa use. Baby, I will be an Ghana no. Ukuta 50 cedis is the same as $50. Forget about that conversion rate, Na kitwa will be no. Fedi juma na ma ho mfi be enuma na edu ana dunum no. You come and give us a testimony here.
Yeah, starting small. I'm say I will see treat this topic. Now me share say be any Mr. Obin Krabi treat that topic. Now that fear and shame. That shame. No? I'm say I know na killing crophobic. That shame. No? We have to talk about that.
Yeah, we really have to.
Yeah. Because so we share names are what in na aye kesina. Ebi anywhere by an agina ho.
So,
be anywhere by an agina ho. You can go back and start. So could read your stories, or more history, or more boom say, or when you started 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, almost started near more go through crown. So much more can Kenya. But you know, start na game ni ho. And yet, son, and yet you must see you be brought no office away. Just was say right away. No, and yes, sir. Helping family without structure. Hey, USA for no. Helping family without you see, especially with the sometimes me timidity be an mama kakra de se man fan kwa omuniti me wa ho na ani omo ho no musu didi. It's like we kind of enable
entitlement.
So who enable be able to fini panso be entitled. So what I say, one fan kwa omuniti. No boundaries. Are you serious? Sometimes if you want to be also mommy, aging mother, aging parent, and I say be an aging family member we decide say no different. But with no boundaries, will be at me sorry no fire. Also not the especially our partner hano. It become home Thomas. In any meanwhile to amount 40 to female. Omuntia danka omuntia bills. Oh, when tia you near me go mountain. They can say the same thing. Say will be free cross no about Kumasi about cry. No, they call sanity. Or they call nechi. My fan call omunity. We are sure. Una we enable them. My structure my plan in my boundaries in because I did be say papa. A say mu be because of this yamakosi, people will be on more future heading. Future be any 40, 50, 60. Almost should need be papa be when it comes to finance. They will be so more system now. You work social woman, which some do many to our system. So is the union says our system no, baby I bet that no pay. So usually more mutis from una almost social near never from kakra. Ma when na ho. Okay.
Boss.
Say,
yeah. Boss, me hoye na muso e.
Yeah. Ma when na ho. Because he say crofo was sad no. And nebu woman na mama for so entitled. Ubitimi che say nebu afu adan a ne nua bi amoa no. E brother bi amoa no. Me kai mre bi atwam na satana ni panyan tu kwana me brother bi na ne girlfriend e wo na the girlfriend me brother ne mami wi ne ye piska kakra ne dia kwako ye yi da ye ya get your friend get I get this the share. This car insurance crime in try. Ye piska ko ye pause the car insurance. Say Satan won't tell him I say. Won't tell him I say. How? Just what did the attempt cry TV that? Why would you tell us say we car insurance going in try? Abra ye scan just say we pay we a car na. Eche me wana say oh I feel mad. Say we car insurance won't mean to car no. Won't mean to car so won't mean kwa juma. Yo. How say we catch it? Hey, you catch your brothers when again. Say again, grab the jar. You know we jar. Oh, we make the same thing. Was it share insurance coming to me? That means when Timmy grant to Nikan wa kwajuma. See, there are so many things a man for go through and yeah easy. But a man for entitled. Because you go.
Helping family with that structure and because my GD say yeah so entitlement one side and enablement no one side last but not least no long-term vision and now I said no long-term plan nipa bia no say uni direction sika ba obotomu a sika na ebe kire ne or person or no so without direction money would feel like I have to be spent on what feels urgent. But say oh but I be si wani so adi hu bu wani so a say one city kra na be ba abotomu a when you say 50 pesos we dey tem bia no I won near say 100 cities never ba abotomu $100 I only say 50 there I won near no long-term vision. We are thinking about spending the money right now. 100 cities never buy me. Dini na your microphobia omo on same because fufusi can toss cement. Obi say e ma pesika en sidan.
Sidan.
So di echina e bi kura obi say di echina e bi ana wu. Sample from Mukasa Nyakupon shara ma unyi che. Yeah,
Udi night arabu.
Se sana fufusi kana na ketimi to cement. Yes, sometimes you can edit di agro. But the truth is and so when you are doing long-term vision, any short-term vision. Na time bia no we are younger, ma wadwen ko long-term vision no because obedu emre bi ahoden a odi be ye adwuma amasika ba abotom no ebia na ebi no obi dan me hu video bi of about me reho sa papa bi oye about 80 years also no oye mason na sikasem ne abrabo no ne ma hye dan koyi nti ne ho kire no na fe one nam side to side person komo be man job of about 80 years obesi na kura ato block no how obetimi aso amota there be but that time no yeah near mercy wa brabo need any example keke ba me case say we need to have a long-term vision with our money when I say business and I say investment obu or ye investment economy ni chia kakre bia no de pepre ho no akwa yi sika ni nyina osusuru say behye obu ye business no call form kakre bia sales call for kakre bia no ajai. Yes, a part of we need long-term vision, and money is a tool. If you don't have a long-term vision, be an afraid you be lifestyle inflation. And no, bones obey on waka kabensem, skaba obutomo now you waka kabensem, and it's afraid at the me but then on only the yes, delayed gratification. We are not able to delay gratification. You perceive this na emanisa. So have a clear vision for your money. Sika unyano. Plan says adiwe na medeye. Adiwe na medishima in the next 10 years. Emewa medua. Of a wife midwe be track for. Uka sembi na ya me do say ye adwuma. Sika edi tua yen kano. Ye mfa ma yen say yendi o. Ye mfa sika ne ma yen say yendi. Ye di sika na ma say fine. Wo bills na you ho abetitia. Utua enu wi a ni ebeka no fa sa sika no ekwohye bibi mu na enwo moho ma o ema o se na bia daachi bi na unni ahoden na obetimi aye adwuma no because you had that long-term vision. Maybe at 28 years, I'm looking at 40 years from now. Maybe I'm by now, Mrs. Kurachia. Mean to me, but then because I had a long-term vision, I'm investing, I'm a business, I'm a seeking financial education, you know. Because of that, you know, me do me penny fees and as I mean cockra boy, you know, me who entrim, na no be na mu bebre, ya, as if him say, obu 70 years, 80 years of a baby, or that's so your warehouse job will come and say, most of that covered when you cardiac arrest, when you heart attack, because you can't cheat nature. That age, you know, ABS and county fee now was small nana, but also the year double, what the year warehouse juma. It's not going to help you. And it's in the ASR video, I pass that information here. A bad boy in that.
Okay, that's it, Mr. Beffy. Because see me chow be say and the man I'm sharing we are here. I wasn't any pagin because we start to say we are the never be blower, ultimately who say, and never be bring coyesa. If I said the Adrian home and the Sicasemo, and son say yen nim Sican who nim dignity, to me the Sican who should be any shady never be brave. I dear depending who nim dear no, nipenim dear pimo. Not ye your chrome hand, not yet see jazz harder than maybe be a fear new. And no, not in queer pa. And he said, yeah, because he can't see how we are young, we are more dear with me cobano. It was so to me, also to me stretch on our decision that you know, because the union and then one that you know. Went to me and qua, can say, since I'm holding out the corner, they be dressed, I'm holding a cop. Some holding you also never be a general cell. Oh, no, we are holding for be a general to sell. Nay, yet, now we are, nay, you're crossing the now one now we am. And no, not, and who say, Nipaya with me, a corner new with Sikim. Now, Sican also, the man who say you see, the muchet, no, and only Sika home, Yansano. Sikani Krawa, and Yama or day, and then somewhere bold, because moment as Kabi cry, dream be by him, send be by him. Now, the see, said any see was canon, and no name, ye bre, it was him. And Emma read ye, yes, Ramo, Uncle Swan Church, ye I bandy Siamo. You say, I can't say the air day, but I'm real queer anymore. And in my best son, Kakanka Krama, yes, so yet to me, and yes, ye dinner mocam. And I feel so, ye near yet, so yen transfers, I need you, Yaman Crano. Because we are crown didn't keep him pussy, but yen as I don't know, to yen man cranny didn't hear more. A chinawundi wa, which yan yet and time. It's equacy, Madame Massy. We dear me, Madame was marking in Anna, I was having for Damasi, and let me buy her.
On your faro, or boy, more Facebook. Hey, follow no, my champagne.
Far away your handles not to hold. Come on, my phone to follow.
Okay. Mr. Beff me that's a question me that's but your me no Facebook here or Hene Faro. Or Hene Faro and a TikTok here or Hene Dakwa. Hene Dakwa. It set the muche ya be near come.
Sharp.
Nana.
Mr. Beff.
How's your
what's your team again?
Yeah, too. Yes, sir.
Hello.
Nana, too. Yes, sir.
What's your name?
It's okay.
Okay. Yeah, but the me mamun na majo kwasi me chiao so. The Beff me chiao. Na yeah me buy na me say oh, na watch ase na say ma join na me tie bi na me dey I say me chance say me tie mu ne komo amudi enchechire amutie mo de mai no. Say dey me aboa me pa ne say before I send me nyeske bi akra na me wo plan for it. We always can I say so when you plan beer for it, I would mean that but to account more maybe you tear can also be more can be say oh I wanna be say say on pabo crowd we should quite be cry that they cut off for I wanna be say what time you cry
scan my idea now. Scan my idea now.
Who's added to you cry to for I say scan see go to me. Just I know. I say I did be on my dream be on my unis car. If you unis car, what? Emma didn't do that. as you get to your can as can be never told, or somewhere when other kai so over me for when you wait, my main funko to it. It's immediately the me, I bought me pan on us. And then escape be a baby, some pono. At least me try it. And I just say me Dimitrimus na you me chile and casa.
So what track it?
Yes, me chile. Send a beer. I don't want to make a. Okay. Yeah, and to me chile. If you am book it for baby away, metal gas and I will make you me chile. A bois, papa. Because yes, I know it's kind of just a. As when we bounce, hey, Nasa. You cry me the day. Yeah, and see a boy. Now, Mr. Bev is down or not. Oh, can't be now. I did one time about her now. Oh, come about student loan. I question crowns, all kinds of wedding come up about student. Yeah, quite I'll be to me after what I claim. Is it Miss Mugusud then? I feel they do or die affair. If student loan in the account, I'm in any people. Me come use you be a in a car with a quadruple of no quadruple careful. Then I have me. Ubi a woo carry the window priatia.
There's a couple of masters.
I say, just the fact that you can afford they back coming from solo. Go for be bring up just because they can afford it. No, oh, my mentor. Being a moment who said the end as who say, oh, meet me afford it. Oh, monthly payment will meet me at year. Oh, we meet me the credit card at year. It's my mentor. But when person will say, okay, do I really need it? And I say it's just a want. So I think they bring now confuse the two, needs and want. Needs and want. As a need now as an idea. I say you can't survive. Want to so they are going to say, oh, we need to be crying at least, or you can manage it. Go for baby now confusing me, It means we yes can I deal I could credit card, I could there or the could TV. Or me also not it was sales. It didn't say, hey, it is July 4th near Black Friday news so much it is. Can we trust them passing go for much so say number boka? Ain't see that? Sure. Obeko Best Buy and I say oh yeah, Tesla 20% or 50 million share. Ukazun go for say be omo say do what the best man say omo beboka. There be still no be no profit. It is a win here and here also ukakuto. Intermediate say no more mission plan so one scanning number your crown. Also in your plan for it. Na a cabin so honomuswa or teteso like and will be as well. Or cookan or person what you careful for. No. Is it my credit card? Because once and I'm no because is it my tweet here? Is it the me and say me schedule payment in 2 weeks ahead? Minyas card is the albo mincham. Is it be account? It can be 2 more, not as a part or much or my dear Monji Musica. The kit for an account and Namade may be the anti Monchi actually an idea. A boy, Mr. Befield, there was an question so yeah, and I was surprised. Mubuswa mo chile and no one a boy and no one a boy. Yes, idea. Cabedin, the Bianca Cabedadim, the Bianca Cabed. Yeah, doctors if I to be a no me more hospital labs way. Or movie school now, you post 2 more and I say, I'm buy hospitals now, be almost Tesla panel pill. Tesla.
You see, great is that about for first $100K.
$50,000 to you. Aye, we Tesla. A mobile be now, so one house, one also a mobile have a family.
Yeah.
So we say one house almost like a jiffy. It makes sense. Hey, and then go for we and found the amount of billion in the year and as in the month like payments in the door. So
almost our insurance.
Yes, only a year Juma for almost for 20 years. Now we making minimum payment on your student loan. After 20 years, no, that your me and maybe it is how within that 20 years, you can become. Bonding yourself to an institution and also organization for 20 years. So we make minimum payment because by 20 years, you must okay, for 30 years and we will school. ube to 20 years, not just say what 50. 50, won't mean could have like won't mean could be a business because I'm no responsibilities at also like who family near them. It may join them say, hey, listen, they want you to forget your dream. Say building a business, be the room to me. It's when now maybe money more or you say, oh, yeah, any favor, or you see me to a minimum payment for 20 years. We are normally they can achieve on the share. They want to bond you or more bond you. The other one says, Muguso more church, ready, the man be see the time of coca crack. The new father. I say, yeah, that was it.
Thank you. Yeah. All right. So, because I didn't know what we
for Befi, near DVA say, Ohia dear, and Yadepa, na Afins Nipa, and so far Ohia down for. I say, oh, wow, I'll be round them, it's not me tighter. So, one, I will be rather than one kuna, or back out. And unti, San Ohia tear, a movie brie, Juma, Ghana for be because Ghana for a lazy piano, or boy. Yeah, Ghana for a wookruman, sending Ghana for a woofy. Yeah, very hard working, but Timbia, so yeah, na ya and the reason is because isikase hunim die no or form kakra, and it is nya da jema ye ho na afi ye seminar ye read books ye tie information ye sorry no kran. Let's also use it as an opportunity to teach people these kind of things. Na afi ye sua sa na na ye de ye adwense ye de bebo bra usua de ye. But so they are the any year Jumano pan na enu here. You will be me to books be and kind. But kind fire or adrian sell what the bed then, what the bebo bra, what the you put it into practice. Nothing so your best friend. A Juma bia ubetimia ya a bit mama was cano. Mr. M. Ferreho. And ma wani woo and can't send me a graduate, me a first class holder, me could a PhD. And instead, we emphasize so far as a legal, and mausika, a disika bao go to mono. For a holding na eshim, na fe, your adrian say, Sikano, ibi bao, me treat me bills you and yakano, I'll put it into either a business or an investment. And then the key word here is that I'll be patient. Meaning to wasina fe my consistent, because consistency and patience, they are your friends when it comes to financial freedom.
Yep. Mister, they are your friend, no? Like I say, facts are your friend, especially when you're in this situation. Facts are your friend. We hear patience, we hear consistency in the facts. Yeah. Yo, I'd say they make an AI class about so 6 to 8 weeks. Started 31st. Scan the QR code. Saying more link crowd the link number 2 box no charts no was scan here. Ubit me a follow na way. We got to get in because see the bias is a what AI no, training AI no. Just a BBI hard and changing from black people. They said yeah, even though we are moving to that direction, or still no bias is still training on Yamana edition is still going against us. So we need more black people to be in there to be able to do that. The second one, tax time is the drew. The also file or taxes are get in touch with Patrick Berfy Solution. I said Patrick Solutions. Now you on the file of taxes and so on. And yet just tax preparers, financial planning so can or file with us or free session, financial section and we'll be do finances from Kutahon. To get in touch near more me. Again, the topic na BBB a dia kuma so pa because you be especially yeah woman no utim say yeah juma hard say the kwesika yen lazy o you both 2 3 and 4 and so no struggle financially no utim say enko ba bia kwan best ne be fa so na e dey atoto yi no you see making sure say systems was say systems were in place. Untimi manage bibi a on track. You move be on my manage. No, now when you see a confusing savings and investing, two separate things. So mentality na near what you could be buy and you see you free and yet same what a cash system here a credit system and you the same won't mean you see the same. Now one source of income no so no so mudi you cry no was 7 source, you know. Now upon all this now see here financial education and you classroom or say nyema say e koso any other say cry this dey be make no timi ka say I na me dey me read say ya ye because if our handles no cry good ya nyema bebre so mute.
Sorry. Yeah, me handle near Kwesi. So Oko Facebook are more profile and more page. So Kwesi can come and the other one here, Kwesi can come talks. Nina Oko Swa binya all this information. Oko YouTube so here. Kwesi can come talks that you break it because of program there where you nyame adom ya back into ahoɔden aba san ba bɛtoa so amamo all the relevant information. Kwesi can come talks for Facebook and then also YouTube. And I'll put my personal profile and so Facebook and only Kwesi can come. Binya some information way.
Financial education or binya bi no crowd there financial education kwa be some African history aka ho or binya nyina wo ho no na you make sure say that pressure na was here you just say force no you did social media chi na ye niema bo hu ne be fia na afi sunku a na ye start you start small. Omo a hu omo die niema din akese a wotete ni nyina no enye fiti ya de bigina omo start small. Na ye help family so infrastructure nto ho. Near no boundaries, need be free, brah, let me go. Near no be never so Jimmy Kadadeko, you know, new vision, long-term vision. And I just say finances no, because of long-term vision, hey, we be sure some crowd said, and I call suit now this one, you be in hey, we are dear way now with Jana Quaque. But when I change your vision, there be in your vision. T and then topic, you say she Monday. Council Wednesday is so paradigm shift and so you break a say about a next week is started in the Dr. Kwesi Kantanka Safo Kojo Safo and they started. Make sure you spend wisely, save intentionally, and be generous. Kwesi, see you. Bye bye.
Bye.